Hello yogis, my name is Debbie Lash and I'm your yoga teacher for today. Thanks for joining me here on my YouTube channel and for sharing your practice with me. Today's class is 40 minutes. It's a nice, juicy, stimulating, uplifting Vinyasa flow, incorporating a lot of twists. So wonderful to get those digestive juices flowing and aiding your digestion. Wonderful for lengthening and neutralizing the spine, and if you suffer with any lower back issues, this could be the perfect gift for your body. You don't need any props, but I always encourage, if you've got a block, keep them handy. You might need them in some of the poses. And let's get started. We're going to start in Sukhasana, an easy seat. Left foot in front of the right. Cross the legs at the shins and flex your feet. Good, sit up nice and tall. And take a moment to arrive. Just bow the chin to the chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. And use this as an opportunity to check in with yourself and just notice how you feel physically here in an easy seat. Energetically, how do you feel? How is the practice going to be for you today? Is it going to be a practice of taking it up, or is it going to be a practice of maybe taking it down and skipping some of those vinyasas and taking the child's pose when you need to honor your practice? Just know that you're in the right place and your self-care practice starts right here. Let's bring an intention to the practice, be it self-care, self-love, self-healing, maybe some self-motivation. Bring the hands together at heart center, bowing chin to chest. And inhale, gently open the eyes. Lift the gaze. Great. Let's get started with Kalabati, breath of fire. So it's about purging and pushing the exhale out from the deepest part of the belly. So bring your right hand, I like to bring 3 fingers and bring them underneath the navel. And I'm just going to demonstrate how this breath work, the method of it. So we take an inhale to the top, pause and hold the breath in, and then we push the exhale, the lips are closed out through the nose, and you're going to feel the lower belly contract as you press out. So it's now, if you're new to this, you might only get 3 or 4 exhalations in a row, and then just pick it up and carry on. We're going to do 5 rounds of 15 exhalations. Inhale to the top. Kalabati, exhale. Inhale. Kalabati, exhale. Inhale. Kalabati, exhale. Inhale. Pause and hold. Kalabati, exhale. Inhale. Last round. Kalabati, exhale. Inhale to the top. Big sigh out. And take a moment to pause. Bring your right hand onto the top of the head. Tiptoe the fingers over. And just bend your head to the right. Reach your left hand out. And just stay here. Just stretching the neck. If you are practicing first thing in the morning, then obviously it doesn't matter if this is later at night. sometimes first thing in the morning the body's a little stiff, so just notice any tension, tightness, and connect to breath. Inhale, exhale here, and change sides. Left hand up, tiptoe it over to, yeah, always feels a little tight on this side, so just notice, how does it feel right side to left? Find the connection to the breath. The most important part of this whole practice is the breath. One more cycle of breath, just like this. And inhale, lift up. And just maybe a few little neck rolls. And if you love to drop the head back and roll the head all the way around, it's going to feel so good in my body. So I'm just going to stay with a half neck roll. So just choose wisely. And pause here. Good. Hands on the knees. Think of this like a cat-cow. So inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, nice circular movements. Just stirring up the juices in the lower part of the belly, massaging all your internal organs. That's it, movement to breath. Inhale, exhale out. That's it, one more. Inhale, both arms up. Take a forward fold and bow, exhale here. 5 cycles of breath. You can have the palms down, you can have your forearms down. But I like to work with a little bit more dynamics in my arms. So I'm up on cupcake fingers, my forearms are lifting up and away from the floor. I'm just going to move back so you can see. And one more cycle of breath, just like this. Ujjayi breath is your internal gaze. And tiptoeing the hands back. Let's take a twist to the right. Inhale. Twist to the right. Exhale. Think of your hands and legs as the external levers. So you really start to work pressing the hands. It's not your deepest twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. And just stay here. 5 cycles of breath. So you're twisting your diaphragm. So already it's a struggle a little to breathe. So just notice maybe where you could soften, maybe back off a little bit out of the twist, soften the jaw. And last cycle of breath here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Good, other side. Change the cross of the legs. Cross the legs at the shins. Notice if you have a habit, like the yogis call the habitual samskaras, maybe of having the both feet ankles down. So cross the legs at the shins, flex the feet. So flexing the feet opens up, and hands on the thighs. And we're going to rotate the other way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. And 2 more. Now we're going anti-clockwise. Pause at the top. Inhale, both arms up. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Just stimulating compression in the belly here. You're just massaging all your internal organs. Lovely and grounding as we turn our attention inwards with these forward folds. Find the connection to your breath. Most importantly, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Last cycle of breath here. Pressing down through the feet, walk the hands back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lift up through the crown of the head. Exhale, rotate, looking back over your left shoulder. Roll that left shoulder down and away from the ear. And one more cycle of breath. And exhale, come back through center. Let's get the core stimulated and fired up. So coming into Navasana, boat pose. You can start with the feet on the floor. I like to snuggle the hands into the back of the thighs. You may even be able to reach the thighs into the chest. Some of you will keep the hands on the back of the thighs for a bit more support. Others will reach forward. Some are going to float the legs, point the toes. Good. Ardha Navasana. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. If you needed to put your hands on the floor, you could do this. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Both feet on the floor. Hands behind the head. Inhale, lower. Peeling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Walk the feet back. Exhale, lift the shoulders. Inhale, float the right foot. Exhale, the left. Inhale here. Exhale, little crunch. Inhale, right foot down. Exhale, left. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. Elbows wide. Inhale, float the right. Exhale, the left. Inhale here. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, right foot down. Exhale, left. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale here. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. You've got 2 more. Stay with me. Find the breath. Inhale, exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. Last round. You got it. Right foot down, left, inhale, lower. Yogi cycle, right knee, left elbow, extend the left leg. Inhale, exhale. Keep the shoulders off the floor. Maybe you can find that connection between the elbow and the knee. That's it. If you want to take it up a little, maybe you can straighten the legs. Notice how the hamstrings are. A little tight maybe if it's first thing in the morning. That's it. 3 more each side. That's 1, 2, and 3. Knees into the chest. Squeeze it all in. Rock and roll. Exhale, lift up. Just massaging every vertebrae of your spine. This is wonderful for your spinal health. And last one here. Rock forward. Come onto the hands and knees. Pause here. Inhale, heart lifts. Just stretch out the front of the belly. Exhale. Good. We're going to add to this. Inhale, heart lifts. Tuck the toes under, stretching the tops of the feet. Lift the knees. Exhale. Drop the knees, release the feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Last one here. We're going to lift up, stay up. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, drop the head, look between the thumbs. Lift those back ribs up. For 5. 4. At any point you can drop the knees to the floor. 3, 2. Start to lift your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Probably the first one for most of you for the day. That's it. Pedal through the feet. Lift the belly. Inhale, glide forward into plank pose. You could drop your knees here if you needed a bit more support, especially supporting the lower back. Holding plank pose back into the core, supporting front, side, back, body, top and bottom. Inhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, press. Exhale, down dog. 2 more. Inhale, glide forward. Lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Last one here. Inhale. Lower halfway. Pause, hold. Maybe you can drop the knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. Low cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just slide the hands back. Squeeze the elbows in. Lift the chest. Just warming your upper thoracic, your upper back. Exhale, lower. Good. Shoulders underneath, the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press up, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Pause here. Inhaling through the nose. Big sigh out. Exhale. Float your right leg straight back. Inhale. Good. Put a bend in the knee. Open up the hip. Circle the ankle. And straighten the leg. Inhale here. Glide forward, knee to nose round. 2 more. Inhale. Knee to nose round. Step the right foot between the hand. Pause here. At this point, you could drop the back knee down. Left hand down, front arm up, and there's your another twist. Otherwise, tuck the toe, fire up that back leg, and spin the chest. Maybe arm up and over. And I'm hugging my right hip back to the left heel as I spin my chest up towards the ceiling. That's it. Reach from the heel through the fingertips, spinning your ribs up. Top arm up. Exhale. Listen carefully. Drop the back heel down. I like to reach that arm forward and drop the hip. So this is a modified Vashisthasana, but it feels delicious through this glute. I'm rolling onto the pinky toe of my right foot, letting the knee drop open. 2 more cycles of breath. Let the weight just sink down towards the floor. And 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhale, top arm up. Hand to the floor. Good. Pause here. Hands to the floor, step back, plank pose. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Other side, float the left leg. Inhale. Knee to nose round. Good. Inhale. Knee to nose round. Last one here. I'm just going to turn around. And inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose round. Step the left foot through. Pause here. Remember, back knee down or up, you choose. And take the twist. Arm up and over the ear. Fire up that back leg. Lift the knee and thigh up as you spin the chest. Just always check your alignment. Knee over the ankle. Maybe you need to walk your left foot out a little. And listen carefully. Top arm up. Drop the back heel. Modified Vashisthasana. I'm going to move my right hand forward. And let the hips sink down. That delicious stretch here. And then look to the back hand. Find that single point of focus. Your drifty, Ekapada. Ujjayi breath. Keep it audible. This way you notice when the breath falls away and then the mind wakes up and it pulls you out of the practice. And inhale, top arm up. Both hands to the floor. Lift the back heel. Inhale. Float the back leg. And exhale. Both feet to the floor. Inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step, walk or float to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward, fold and bow. Just stay here, just stretch your hamstrings. I like to clasp the elbows, drop the head. The inner thighs are rolling back. If If you've got tight hamstrings or lower back issue, a juicy bend in the knees is the perfect tonic for your body. Just be kind to the hamstrings. Be kind to yourself with your thoughts and your actions. Change the clasp of the elbows so the other arm's on top. 3 more cycles of breath. Look up between the thighs so the back of the neck lengthens. Soften the gaze. Close your eyes and allow yourself to mentally turn in as you close the eyes. Physically turning in with this forward fold. And unravel the hands to the floor. And slowly unraveling the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll the shoulders down. I'm just going to turn to the top of the mat. You stay where you are. Surya Namaskara A. Just bring some flow into the practice. Both arms up. Breathe in. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Half lift. Breathe in. Step back into plank. And take your vinyasa. Knees up or down. You could stay with low cobra if that felt better in your body. Up and back. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. One more round of Ujjayi breath. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step walk or float to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Forward fold and bow. Pressing down through the feet, sweeping the arms up. And then pulling it back into the heart space. 2 more rounds on your own. Meet me in downward facing dog. Last round. Maybe close your eyes on the last round. Don't worry about the alignment, just trust that you know the process. How many Surya Namaskara A's have you done in your yogi lifetime? I imagine quite a lot. And walking your hands back towards your feet to the back of the mat. Just stay here, forward fold, chair pose, Utkatasana. I like to walk my big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, bend the knees, drop the hips. Imagine you're sitting on a chair here, lift the back ribs. So the front ribs lift off your thighs, maybe, and float the arms up. Shift the weight into the heels, roll the shoulders down. It might mean lowering your arms down a little. Hands at prayer, inhale. Lift the back ribs up, exhale, twist to the right. Yeah, good. And have a look at your knees. And most of you will notice that your left knee is pushing forward. Hug the left knee, the left shin back. And maybe split the arms. And hands at prayer. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands at prayer. Exhale, lift, twist to the left. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Pause right here. Standing on your right foot, Garudasana. Shift the weight into the heel. Leg up and over. Some of you are going to put the toe on the floor for a bit more support. Others are going to bind. Hands forward, hug the left hip back. Right arm over left. Inhale, lift the elbows. Round the back. Round and round. Garudasana. Notice if the weight's transferred to the front of the foot, shift the weight into the heel like your chair pose. Finding a single point of focus. I like to look to my fingertips and my thumb. pause here. Some of you are going to unravel the hands to the floor like this. So I'm just going to move forward and then unravel that back leg. You can do that with the arms bound if that is available for you. So you'd be here. That's it. One more cycle of breath. Hands to the floor. Inhale. Cross the the left leg behind the right. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Good. Exhale here. Kick the heel to the buttock. Hands of prayer. Lift up. And when you're ready, drop both hands to the floor. Lower down into a twist. Good. Right hand behind the right sit bone. Exhale, rotate. And if this felt too much, you could straighten your left leg and be in the same twist, Marichasana. So wherever you are, just squeezing and twisting all our major organs. There's so many benefits. Call it the squeeze and soak. So when you twist, you squeeze all the blood out of the muscles, and then when you release the twist, you breathe in, and then all this fresh blood and oxygen comes into the muscles and oxygenates and rejuvenates them. Hinge forward. Standing splits. Some of you are going to keep both hands on the ground with a juicy bent knee. Some of you are going to wrap your right hand around the back of the right calf. And one more cycle of breath. Feet together. Other side. Chair pose. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Hands come forward. Standing on your left foot, cross the right leg up and over. Left arm over right. Inhale, float the elbows. Round the back, shift the weight. Oopsie, round and round. Resting the elbows on the knee or go beyond. You know where we're going. Warrior three. Some of you dropped your hands to the floor like I demonstrated. Others kept the hands and the arms bound. So we're here. Lift the shoulders, engage the belly, toes turned down. Press the right hip down. And one more cycle of breath. Both hands to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, cross the right leg behind the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. And last one. Hold it. Kick the heel to the buttock. Some of you keep your hands on the floor. This already feels like a lot. Otherwise, lift the hands to prayer. Squeeze the thighs together. There's compression here, compression in the belly. Lift the shoulder heads. Lower all the way down. How are we doing? Left hand behind the left sit bone. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. Take your mind's eye into your feet and actively press them down so you can lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, rotate. Let me know wherever you're practicing, wherever you are in the world. I'm in Mallorca in Spain, and I don't know if you can see, it's very hot. There's not a lot of air circulating in this room. I try to keep it quiet, so I'm feeling the heat in the body. Come back through center, standing splits, hinge forward. You can keep both hands down, maybe wrap the left hand, bowing the chin to the chest, forehead towards the shin. feet together. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Float the right leg straight back, inhale. Step the right foot between the hands, exhale. So this next twist can be taken with the back knee down, which I'd say is more accessible to come into the twist, or coming from a high lunge, both arms up. Exhale, hands of prayer. Inhale, hinge forward. Lift the back ribs. Exhale, twist. You just can feel everything shifting and moving. Some of you might like to open the arms here. Hug the right hip back to your left heel. Squeeze the buttocks. Feel the lower back lengthen. 2 more cycles of breath. And both hands to the floor. Step the back foot up. Walk the right foot over, warrior one. Bend the front knee, inhale. Exhale here. I might need to walk my front foot forward. Hands of prayer. Inhale, hinge forward, lift the back heel. Just gonna move back on my mat a little. Warrior three again, lift up, inhale. Drop the left hand down. Maybe you're not going to touch the floor here. Just stay here and hover. If you need to put the hand, you can even put the hand on a block. Whatever feels good and available. And now we're taking a twist. Left hand down, right hand on the sacrum. Maybe you're working and rolling that right shoulder. Otherwise, float it up. Fire up that back leg. You can hear that my breath's very choppy. Just a lot of heat, and I'm keeping that breath alive. 1 more cycle of breath. Float the left leg back. Vinyasa. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Glide forward, 3-legged plank. Remember, you could skip this bit. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Our last round of standing poses. Float the left leg straight back. And step the left foot between the hands. Taking our twist. Either back knee down, both arms up. Inhale. Hands of prayer. I'm going to turn my back towards you this time. Lift the back ribs. Exhale, twist. Fire up the back leg, shift the weight forward, spin the chest, lifting your left ribs all the way up. And both hands to the floor. Warrior one, drop the back heel down, walk the left foot to the left, both arms up. Exhale here, 5 cycles of breath. And then notice, are your shoulders hunching up around the ear? Roll the shoulders down. Again, it might mean bringing the hands down a little so they're not up here. That's it, squeeze and firm the right buttock in to sharpen that right leg. Hands of prayer. Lift the back heel, warrior three. Lift the shoulder head, slight low cobra. Lower the right hand down. Maybe it touches the floor. Maybe you're going to hover. Press your left thigh back. Hand on a block's a great idea. Hand down. Left hand on the sacrum. Roll and lift lift your left shoulder. Maybe float that arm up. Spin the chest. A little bend in the knee and then press the left thigh back. Both hands to the floor, step the right foot back. 3-legged down dog, inhale. 3-legged plank. Roll over your toes up dog. Up and back. downward facing dog. Glide forward into plank. And lower all the way down. Slide the hands back, low cobra. Inhale, lift. This is a nice counter pose. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Salamba, 1 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Slide the hands back, hands on your sacrum. Roll and lift the shoulder heads as you drop your forehead to the floor. Point through the right foot so much that the foot floats. Press the pubic bone, lift up through the navel, float the left foot. And then reach back. Imagine my hands holding your shoulder heads and just lifting and lengthening through the chest. Notice if the feet are going wide, squeeze the outer ankles in. Think of this as a lengthening pose. Exhale, lower down. Take a moment here, pause, bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs. Danyarasana. Reach back. Grab the ankles. Outer ankles squeeze in. Inhale, lift everything up. Look to the top edge of your mat. Some of you like to rock. This is wonderful for your digestion. Stretching the front belly. And exhale, lower all the way down. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. And when you're ready, you're going to roll all the way onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest, around, lifting the nose to the knees. And again, squeezing everything in. This is a beautiful compression pose. Lower down, exhale. Feet on the floor. Cross the right leg over the left, arms wide or in cactus. Shuffle the hips to the right. Just pick them up and shift them over. Inhale, knees to chest. Knees all the way over to the left. Inhale, and you're just spinning these right ribs back. Look up to the ceiling, inhale. And then look back to your right elbow, exhale. So your final twist before Shavasana. You've worked really hard. And I hope you've enjoyed the practice. Really, this is one of the most important aspects, is showing up, but really enjoying yourself, being present. And balancing poses really are a wonderful way to help you feel more grounded and in the present moment. Inhale, lift, because when you're practicing cross the legs the other way, the balancing poses, it's very hard to think of anything else other than being in the moment. You need to focus to find the balance. And then take the twist the other way. Notice when you squeeze your thighs together, the outer hips firm in. Maybe a big breath out through the mouth is going to feel really good. Inhale. Side out, exhale. And come back through center. Feet on the floor. Take the feet wide. And I always encourage you, stay for Shavasana, even if it's just, all you've got is 1 minute. But it's really where you receive the practice and all the energy that you cultivated through all the different poses. This is where it resonates in your body. This is where you feel the effects. And you let go of the practice by letting go of the breath. So take a deep breath in through the nose.
Lion's breath, stick out the tongue. Shavasana. Feel free to shut the screen and stay in Shavasana and really honor your practice and dive into a bit more self-care. Just staying here on your mat. Otherwise I'm going to close out the class. So little fingers and toes. Arms up and over the head. Breathe in. Big sigh out. And knees into the chest, squeeze in, roll to the side, bring yourself all the way back up. Coming full circle. Just take a moment to pause. We stop before we start. Sealing in the practice, hands at heart center, bowing chin to chest. And let's finish by focusing on what's really good in our life right now. Instead of coming from a place of lack, think of 3 things that you are extremely grateful for in this present moment. Shift the prayer to third eye. Namaste. Humbly bow. Thanks for sharing your practice with me. See you again soon. Leave me some feedback in the comments below. What were you grateful for? Let me know.